All right, y'all, what's going on? It's Combo Breaker 99 back with another video. All right, y'all, we're here. It's fight week. Just a few more days left, less than a week to go. The main event I've been waiting for, and all y'all WMMA fans have been wanting to see this when it's going down. Big flyweight fight showdown. Erin Blanchfield versus Manon Fiorot. That's right. This looks like it, man. This should be the title eliminator now, right? I know I've seen crazy things happen before, but these two ladies, they put in the work, undefeated in the UFC, and here we are. They wanted, they made the call out. They acknowledged each other, and here we go. This is it, right? So yeah, man, I just wanted to kick this week off and just do a little pre-fight discussion here. I know some of y'all gonna get mad because y'all want to hear my prediction, and I haven't dropped it yet. But yes, I will drop my prediction. No, it won't be in this video. All right. But I will drop it in a couple more days because I've just been watching the fights and, just doing a little research. And I want to do my little keys to victory prediction video later on this week. So don't worry, I'm going to do it before fight night. Don't worry, I'm going to give y'all my pick. But yeah, I wanted to drop this one just to give the ladies respect and kind of fill y'all in why this fight is important and why I want to see it and why I think most of y'all want to see this one. I mean, this fight here represents the flyweight division. It's one of the best divisions, and we all know that whoever wins this fight is the next title challenger or could possibly be that next champion. It's that real. These two ladies, they put in the work, haven't missed a step along the way, made the right adjustments along the way, found ways to win, and here we are. They're both 6-0 in the UFC, haven't looked back, pretty much dominated all their opponents. I know here and there was, like I said, there was a couple hiccups in the fights, but they won, and that's what's important. And I know some of y'all might not be fans of Erin, you might not be fans of Manon, y'all nitpick here and there, but the one thing y'all can say about these girls is they found ways to win, and here we are. And that's the thing. You're always going to find somebody that wants to say something about a fighter, but when it comes down to it, if there's no losses, you're gonna try to say, oh, they do this wrong, they do that wrong. But what are they doing right? They finding ways to win. And that's what it is. And that's why I've always followed these two fighters from the jump and said, hey, there's something about these two. I'm telling you, they're gonna get up there at some point. They're gonna get to that point where they're gonna challenge for the belt, or they're gonna fight each other, and then you're gonna be like, I don't know what's gonna happen, right? So yeah, with that being said, I gotta say respect to both of these fighters. They didn't take any shortcuts, no ducks. There was a couple of injuries along the way, some postponements on their side or other people's sides, but they always came back in. That's why I say, look, there was a lot of that, but there was also a lot of hard work. Erin, since she got signed, first there was kind of a slowdown at the beginning of her career. They couldn't really find anybody to fight her. I think at one point they wanted her to jump up to 135 to fight, till she could fight somebody like at least JJ, what's her name? Not JJ Aldridge yet, but Sarah Alpar. Yeah, but then she fought, JJ Aldridge, Miranda Maverick, Molly McCann. And, from there, she was fighting a lot of unranked fighters. But when the task was thrown at her to fight Tyler Santos, she accepted it. She accepted that. So you got to give her credit. She's got one of those gritty, tough resumes where it was just kind of like a spur of the moment thing where, you thought she was going to work her way up, similar to how Manon got a chance to, but they kind of just threw her in the mix to take on Tyler. But Tyler Santos had to pull out of the fight the first time, and then they, boom, give her another dangerous challenge in Jessica Andrade, right? Everybody thought that was a fight she was going to lose, but she came in and stopped Jessica Andrade. And I told people, no, this girl's on a mission. Like, she's going to find a way to win. Like, she's not going to back down. And that's what makes her dangerous, like her IQ and the fact that she won't back down in the fight, right? So she takes her on, and then she finishes. Not finishes Tyler Santos, but she clearly beats Tyler Santos. So that lets you know that she's ready. She's ready. Could have got the title shot, in my opinion. Same with Manon when she went on her streak. She could have got it. But, same deal with Manon. She started off finishing fighters like she was supposed to. And that's why I say, like, in the beginning of your career, the finishes will come easy because that shows how you're a step up above the other fighters. But somewhere along the way, as the fights get tough, you won't finish everybody. So that just shows, okay, I got to make adjustments and show my IQ. And that's how Manon's kind of made her climb up. She's got a chance to, like I said, take a level each time. And each time she would beat that level. Like, okay, Victoria Leonardo, that was a kickoff fight, because that was a good test for her because people thought she would lose to Victoria Leonardo. She finishes. Tabitha Ricci, can't knock her on that. I mean, Marina Moreau pulled out of the fight. Blame her, right? So she took the first fighter that would step in, and she finished her. from my hearing with Manon, they wanted to fight Macy Barber at a point, right? But Macy Barber's team, they didn't want that fight. All right, so she moves on to fight Mayra Bueno Silva. She beats Mayra Bueno Silva. Jennifer Maia beats Jennifer Maia as well. Was able to outclass her. Jessica Andrade was supposed to fight her. Jessica Andrade pulls out of the fight. So Caitlin Chikagan steps in. Caitlin Chikagan, that was a good fight, good competitive fight. Manon showed that she was a better fighter, smarter fighter in that one, and won it. Fought the former champion Rose Namajunas. Couple of hiccups in that fight, broken finger, big gash on the head, but she was able to overcome it and win. And that's what it's about, So I think in both their own ways, they've shown that they're ready. Like there was no points along the way where I said, okay, these two fighters aren't ready. Like, no, they've always shown it. Like, of course, in every fight, you're going to have problems because it's a fight. Your opponent comes to prepare just like you do, but it's up to you to one-up them and show that you are better. You can adjust in a fight. And they've both done that in their certain situations. I think Erin, she's adapted more in fights where I think Manon has been able to kind of impose her style and still stick it out more. That's why this fight's going to be interesting, to see if, Manon's going to be able to stay in her comfort zone and bring a fighter into her element, or will Erin adapt to what Manon is doing in this situation and try to outstrike or outwork Manon in this fight, because Erin, she can like adapt in the situation and then kind of shut you down, and that's what makes her dangerous. Where I see Manon, she's big and strong and she's real imposing, with her size, that she's able to kind of stick to her game just by stuffing takedowns, countering and moving, because she's fast on the feet. So with that on paper, it looks like your basic striker versus grappler type of fight, but with these girls being able to do some other things and working on things behind the scene, I think you're going to see more of a well-rounded fighter versus a well-rounded fighter. But again, you might see Erin try to adapt and maybe even try to beat Manon at her own game, whereas you might see Manon just go in there and make this a fight on the feet like she might want to, or she might want to show that she's a better fighter. So that's what makes this a dangerous fight for both of these ladies right now. But when it all comes down to it, win or lose, well, first off, the winner is definitely going to be the one that's proven as like the second best flyweight in the game, right? Second best flyweight for sure. But whoever loses this fight, we can't take away anything from them. We can't take away anything from them and say, oh, this person's bad, this person's washed, or Erin's washed, or Manon's washed, or they were a terrible fighter or one-dimensional, because now they've used many dimensions to get here, and they haven't lost to anybody in the UFC yet. Between both of their resumes, they got solid resumes, whether it's Chikagan, Andrade, Santos, Mayra Bueno Silva, who's, a top contender at bantamweight now. So Rose, these are good names on both of their resumes, So, I just got to say respect to them, and look forward to a good fight this weekend. Let me know in the comment section what y'all think of this fight. We got 3 WMMA fights on this card. We got Melissa Gatto versus Dudakova, as well as Verna Genderoba versus Lupi Godinez. But this is the big one, man. Another thing, 5 rounds. This is something new for them, but this is something they needed and they wanted. They both asked for 5-round fights, and this is one that they really need to get them over that, over that hump to say, okay, I'm fully prepared now for a championship fight, because they're both looking opposite each other against somebody that's going to be relentless and somebody that's tough and somebody that's well-rounded, just like when they get into the championship fight, whether it's Alexa Grasso or Valentina. So with that being said, respect to both fighters. Really, it's going to be a tough pick for me, because y'all been following me on this channel. I've been telling y'all about both of these girls, telling y'all look out, even when y'all thought they weren't much, just saying, oh, Erin's not much. She gets hit a lot. Her striking's raggedy. Oh, Manon's just a striker. How's her cardio? Well, she's gone to decision just about all of her fights, so cardio's fine. Erin, that jab is thumping, so she must be doing something right. So, these are girls part of my quadruple threat. But I tell you this now, man, look, Erin done ran through Miranda and Tyler. If Erin's able to beat Manon too, that tells you something. That's going to tell you something about her. But yeah, if Manon wins, that's going to tell you where she stands. Because Erin is a beast. Manon is a beast. But let me know what y'all think. Combo Breaker 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.